Hi Libra, this is going to be your love and life message for the week of November 20th. It's good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, Mercury placement of Libra. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. This channel is exclusively for Libra and Sagittarius. I only read for those two signs here, but of course I read for all 12 zodiac signs on my other channel called Soma Chandra Tarot. Next week, I will put out end of November, beginning of December readings for all 12 signs on Soma Chandra Tarot. So subscribe to both channels and please hit the bell so you know when I read for you. Thanks so much for booking private readings and for the karma donations. You guys have been very generous and very kind lately. I know my availability has been limited. I think I said the other day I needed to take pretty much like a week off of all private readings. I homeschool a 16-year-old and I'm like the only one that cleans in my house. So, you know, when I'm not sleeping and reading tarot, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, telling someone to clean their room. But I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Really, tarot is like a vacation for me. So, all right, let's get into it. Thanks for letting me gab. So, out of my first oracle deck, Storm Spirit, Chaos, but Bluebird Spirit, Happiness, Fire Spirit, Energy. Strength is at the bottom of the deck and flexibility. You may have to be flexible, you may need to be strong. The energy is gaining momentum at this time, and there is happiness here on the table, but there's also some chaos going on. And I do have the Tower here, so Scorpionic energy for sure. But my second oracle deck really sort of told me a little bit more deeply what's going on. This could resonate about the way you feel about love or the way someone coming towards you feels about love and life. There seems to be a question of who we make our decisions for, who we consider our supportive community, who we're attached to, and why we're doing what we're doing. I suspect that either you or the person you're thinking of right now may have a very strong attachment to their family or their culture. And this may be getting in the way of the relationship or interfering, or not interfering, but deeply influencing the choices everybody makes moving forward. It's difficult. I've worked with a lot of private clients over this scenario, and it's difficult to go against our conditioning. And it's difficult when we're trying to come into union with a person to recognize what we've been conditioned to, for better or for worse, because I have indecision, community, anxiety, attachment. The angel of love is at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, and so is the door to healing and happiness. Somebody wants to walk through the door to healing and happiness. The angel of love is present. But it's as clear as the nose on our faces. There is an indecision about community. So this could be friends, family, people that we consider community. There is anxiety surrounding an attachment. Who are we attached to? Who are we loyal to? Will everyone else approve? Yeah, you're going to have to be strong. The angel of love is coming in to soften everyone's heart, but it's like someone's anxious and trying to decide who they attach to. And it may literally come down to, do we make family happy? Do we make our boss happy? Do we make our children happy? Or do we live for ourselves? Or can we find a way to make all that work? There has been disappointment. There is something kind of chaotic, and there is conversation. Here you are being very intelligent. So the overall energy of someone coming towards you, or you, Libra, is judgment. So it's kind of a big deal, The way someone's feeling is the Knight of Pentacles. The way they see you is the Queen of Swords, or the way you're seeing yourself is the Queen of Swords. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Hierophant, Taurus energy, family energy, the system, the rules, tradition, religion, all that jazz. And the final outcome is the Nine of Wands. And look at how the Nine of Wands is looking at the Hierophant like, whoa, that's a lot of rules. Yes, the Hierophant does represent commitment and stability and being part of something greater than ourselves, but it is the system. And there is a stuffiness to it. In some cultures, it means arranged marriage, but not always. And yes, that's still a thing. Yeah. And it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to read this as the energy coming towards you, but you take it as it resonates, Libra. So the overall energy of the person coming towards you is judgment. They could be a Scorpio. There's a lot of Scorpio cards on the table. Those people are not subtle. Their transformation and their growth and development is dramatic, to say the very least. It's dramatic for them. They experience it in a dramatic way. This is a 20-year card for me. At the crossroads, listening to your own best judgment without judging yourself too hardly. And the next choice this person makes is an important one. Clarifying this is the Magician, the Chariot, and the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you have family or someone pressuring you to get married, maybe. Of course, not all of you, but some of you are. I do think you may have a person here who is very calculated with the Magician, and they want a lot of forward motion in their life, and the GPS of their soul is turned on. I manifest forward motion and victory, and once I get going, I cannot be stopped. It's very powerful energy. To the Ten of Pentacles, having it all. Having it all, the karmic empire here on earth. Someone absolutely wants this. Oh, and they want a nice car too. And they'll make it up as they go along, but they'll be resourceful to get it. That's a person with a plan. And the Spirit's like, have a plan. The divine whistleblower, the divine wake-up call. You know this is what you want. The way they're feeling is the Knight of Pentacles. So they do kind of want to do it by the book. They do struggle to step outside of the comfort zone. Knight of Pentacles is not rebellious. He is not renegade. He is very predictable. What you see is what you get. Nothing up my sleeve. Will move slowly. And will be loyal. Very much so. Clarifying this is the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress and the Sun. I am assuming this is you. But it could also be a mother-son relationship. I do, and I get the sense that if we're dealing with a mother, she may be an earth sign. Someone may be a little bit of a mama's boy, and that's not an insult. I have a mama's boy, although I'm okay with him being the Knight of Wands if he wants to be, because he kind of is. I do feel like if you're the Empress in this scenario, Libra, this person wants to play out a destiny for themselves that leads to a happiness and a stability with you. They want nurturing energy. They want to stay in feminine energy, or they want to attach to a feminine energy. This makes them happy. And they see you as the Queen of Swords. Smart. Tell it like it is. The wit, the bite, the charm, the directness. Libra, especially if you have like a Mercury in Libra, you are, your audience is everything. If you have Mercury in Libra, you've got to know your audience, and you have this way of saying the truth without it feeling like it's cut like a knife. Very the giver of sound advice, little miss solution. That's why everyone comes to Libra for advice. Men and women, male, female Libras, giver of sound advice. Clarifying this is the Two of Cups, the Star, and the Two of Wands. For my feminines, this person really likes to talk to you about their dreams and their path in life. You give them good advice. You counsel them and give them advice about breaking glass ceilings, freedom, direction. You're always there to talk to. I think you lift their spirits, but you're straightforward with them. If you're dealing with a woman, you make her feel really good about herself. And this woman may have a lot of duties and responsibilities that she places high value on. But she may want to break free from that in some way. She's going to have to be very direct about what she wants. And make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, if you're dealing with a woman, she absolutely wants to have that Ten of Pentacles. And she'd be willing to go far to get it. I like her. I like her if it's a woman. Very much. Of Spirit saying, yeah, we like her if it's a woman. But if it's a masculine, I feel like While it's not always easy for them to step outside of their comfort zone, you give them good advice and you really inspire them, very much so. There is this disappointment though. Someone's upset. I think that they're not getting the outer support from their community that they need. Because what you need to know, or your advice, is the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but this is marriage, the system, the way it's always been done, by the book. Clarifying this is the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Is this their dad or a family member? I'm going to read it as a masculine coming into alignment with a feminine. This guy may have some air in his chart. I mean, King and Queen of Swords, you guys could be a really dynamic duo where he's got to be very direct and protect his heart. Like, I'm in control. I get the last word. I define the truth. There may be anger with family. If it's a woman, she could have some asshole husband, ex, or dad maybe, or boss. Like, no, you're not going on maternity leave. I don't give a shit if you need a vacation. And she's going to be like, what? No. Like, I'm having a baby in August, okay? Yeah, it could be something as simple as that. But I feel like this is a masculine that is facing conflict, loss, and change with family or community. Because remember, there's this anxiety and indecision about who we're attached to. Someone in their life may be giving them an ultimatum, which fucking blows. That sucks. That sucks. And I do think that he's going to get the last word, and I do think he wants to stand up to himself, but there could be some kind of, I have two masculines on the table. We could have a showdown this week between two men. And I do see that it will piss you off. I see that it will. And then the Nine of Wands is looking back at the Hierophant like, oh, God. Whoever is struggling to determine and make a decision about who they're attached to, they are feeling anxious about it, Libra. It is a test of faith. Like, it's a test of faith. Also, some of you may be going through a divorce and you're moving on to a new relationship with someone, and your family will be like, what are you doing? We loved him or we loved her. And you're like, yeah, but we don't love each other anymore. Because I feel like there's this guardedness against the system. And clarifying the Nine of Wands, which is, oh my God, I can't take any more. This is about boundaries and being able to have good boundaries. Is the Eight of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Okay, for my ladies, this guy has had about enough of anyone or anything in a community that he sees himself as a part of, because they've been restrictive and he's had to stand up to them. And I don't think they've made it easy. He's like, I have to leave this behind. That's not easy. Eight Cups are a lot to walk away from. And then the King of Wands and the Six of Wands. He's going to do what the fuck he wants. People, King of Wands will commit. He will commit, but he will commit to himself and hold his head high. Like, F this. I do what I want. She makes me feel great about myself, and I want success in my life. This person may be dissolving a business partnership, or family could have been involved. And I'm like, what I'm hearing is a guy that's going to do what he wants, and he wants to be with you. But he is going to have to fight through bullshit. I'm also hearing possibly father, like there's a weird family dynamic going on. And maybe we could have an Aquarius and a Taurus involved. We could also have a mother. I'm hearing stepmother. There may be something weird going down between siblings. And there's been a lot of disappointment, but it's all going to blow apart. Like, massive chaotic change is happening, but it is leading to someone's personal happiness. You're going to have to be strong. Let me start with you first, because you look like, I feel like you just need, if you're going through this and this resonates with you, like, you need validation for the way you're feeling, because you're the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. Excuse me, but I know what the truth is. Oh, and I'm the only woman in the room. There's only one alpha female here, and that's me. I don't give a shit what your mother said. I'm hearing that. Because of this Five of Swords, you could be mad at his mother, his father, his boss, someone. You're like, I will cut a bitch. Like I can feel like Mars energy activating in you where you're mad. You are like, are you fucking kidding me? I feel like you're mad for him or her. Like you'll fight for them. You don't need to do that. That might not go well. I mean, strength came out. Like be strong, be flexible. I keep hearing you're going to be happy, but like it's making someone else's world crumble. You are very suspicious about what's going on and you're sitting here on your throne, which I like. The Empress is incredibly dignified, very dignified. She will not have a Jerry Springer shit show fight in the parking lot with anyone. What? I mean, that'll mess up her hair. No, she won't do that. But you know you're right. You know you're right. I feel like you're encouraging this person with truth. And really nervous about what's going to happen next. But I can see that it is difficult for you to bite your tongue. You also may just not like his mother. And that's tough, right? We never want that. Like we never, I mean, I've had mother-in-laws before. I'm not a mother-in-law yet, but like that's all I want is to love the partners that my children would choose. Like we don't want that. We don't want to have shitty relationships with extended family. We want that to go well, but I feel like it's not going well. I also think that some of you will find out a truth. This may be information that you weren't necessarily privy to, but you do know the truth. You might snoop to find it, not like in a bad way, but like you'll find something out. Some of you have Gemini in your chart. You're very curious, maybe a little suspicious like Scorpio. You'll find something out. You know the truth. I do think that you're mad and I do think you want to be top dog. So this person, as we say, we've got the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, Death, that's Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio involved or they could be Scorpio, and the Five of Wands. Okay, here's the community that may not be accepting of the transformation taking place. They're not the Five of Swords. And I dropped these cards first. They had every opportunity to get the Five of Swords. They compete with each other. They don't get along. There's a competitive energy. There is an ending happening that they're fighting through. This person may also be like, no, I do not want to see the Scorpio right now, or I don't want to. They may feel very challenged. They may have to fight for their own personal transformation. And with Death, it's been a long time coming, and they're just going to have to work through it. I did want to know what was transforming here. And I got the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Is that their mom? Is that their ex? I'm also hearing for a few of you that this person is getting into a relationship with someone, but you're like a sister to them in some way. Could be a Taurus, like you're a sister to this guy in some way. You may be giving him advice on like, dude, what is it that you really want in life? But I feel like they are walking away from this woman. The woman holding the coin could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But then they turn around and they think about it. That's why I feel like for some of you, because the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles came out, this could be someone's mother. This person could have a very strong, powerful relationship with their mother. I'm also hearing some of you that are young adults that are very, very close to your parents. You have a very strong, beautiful, supportive culture and religion as well. But there's some shit going down maybe with your parents, and you may be stuck in the middle. Keep in mind, if that resonates with you, the relationship you have with your mother and father is very specific, and the relationship they have with each other is very specific, but there is always more to us than those very defining labels. And you might be seeing some individuation of parents or family members, and it is disrupting the system. I do think you will choose sides. Like some of you are worried about your mom because your dad just left her. interesting. You can be here for her. You can be here for them. But I feel like some of you are being strong, and you may be trying to decide who you're attached to, who you're loyal to, or this person is trying to decide who they're attached and loyal to. I think they want independence, and I think that they feel like you support that. I am going to do an extended. In particular, I'm looking for the storyline of a person who is being forced to choose between family, community, culture, religion, and a relationship with you. If you feel like that's your storyline, the link to the extended will be at the top of the description below. But I mean, whatever's going to come out is going to come out. We're going to hyper focus on what they want with you and what's going to happen moving forward, okay? All right, Libra, that's the next couple of days. I hope this resonates and I hope it helps. Again, link to the website is also down in the description below. I am always listening to the universe for you, Libra, because I just can't help myself. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.